I found a fellow that exposed a cult, a real life cult. Now that's pretty interesting, but it gets a lot worse than just that.
No toys, no play, no childhood, all in the name of God.
And you can see what we actually...
Bro, the fucking cult cut is so laid out, man. Why is like every white American cult looking like this? They always look like this.
Do what we believe, but you can't believe there were those who have left this place because of their rebellion.
Now, everyone loves cults, especially the internet, especially me. Cults in modern day to a long time ago come in all different shapes and sizes. You've got Jared Leto, you've got that one guy in Waco. Sometimes they sacrifice small creatures to the blood god, or they do cringe dances on TikTok. Regardless, we need YouTubers like myself.
Damn, fucking Oompaville's got that side fucking, he's got that side camera. This is how you do YouTube commentary, baby. Elevated to the next level. Okay?
And these fine fellows in this video to start investigating and get to the bottom of this, because I'm not gonna have it. I will explain the unexplained, for I am autistic. People don't like it whenever I say that. The gist of the story is that a few YouTubers recently intervened in some cult activity that they uncovered. But before we talk about the YouTubers, let's talk about the cult a little bit. Let's get to know it.
Some people accuse us of being brainwashing cult. Yeah, my brain does need washing, but it's not just like simple as drinking some Kool-Aid.
It's called the 12 Tribes. It's an interesting cult that emerged around the hippie lifestyle era. It's just hippie stuff, you know? It's all about the community, baby. Communism, but like the real form of communism, not like the we kill sparrows kind, or the we throw political dissidents in castles in the middle of Siberia kind.
Dude, what is he saying?
It's like the fun kind, you know? The 12 Tribes cult that we're talking about is also known as the Commonwealth of Israel. They basically
He's so fucking Texas, dude.
take the foundation that we know of Christianity or any other sort of religion that's based off of Jesus, and then they make it a little bit fancy, all right? They make it a little bit interesting. They believe that God created us to colonize the universe, and the time to colonize is now. And like Christianity, there is a son of God in this belief system. His name is not Jesus, though. It's Yahshua, which means the name above all names. When you join this cult, you are required to hand over all of your personal belongings to their LLCs, which is very cult-like. That's interesting. This is more of a Scientology type thing about money, less about beliefs and stuff. You don't need personal possessions. You're part of the community now.
Yeah, this guy was like, Warhammer 40K was sick. We're gonna fucking, that's what we're gonna do.
You're part of the family. I've been thinking about starting a cult. Should I start one, guys? I got a couple of good names. One, I might name it Joe Biden. He might come visit if I do that. Also, there's no need for money like personal possessions because you're gonna be working in the community. You're gonna be working, instead of painting, you're going to be dumping the latrine is what you're going to be doing. You have to work. It's part of it's a commune. And the community is all about just families, friends, everybody living together, all right? Existing together.
Bro, as much as I love my family, like I couldn't fucking, I don't get the need, like, want to live with that big of a fucking group of people, one house or like one massive house. It's just like so odd to me.
This cult commonly runs bakeries, restaurants, farms, markets, things like that. It's all food-based. Now, this is just the beginning. This isn't a crash course in cults. I don't really know that much about cults. This is just some basic information diving here. Some YouTubers caught wind of these interesting folks and wanted to check it out for themselves.
But what the cult doesn't know is I had a spy camera in my glasses. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step of how you go from a normal citizen of society to a brainwashed cult member.
The main YouTuber is known as Reckless Ben. He's a bit of a funny character. He's got some good thumbnails. This first cult thumbnail goes so hard, it is insane. He even made a video on how cults brainwash people. So the guy, he knows his shit about cults. In the video that he made, it kind of gives you a good idea of the different tactics that manipulative people in cults employ.
Let me start over. Let me be like a blank page. And just whatever needs to go, it's all subject to change. Replace any thought, any way of thinking in there. It's all gotta go, let it go, you know? Yeah, I just want to start over.
So the next day, I told them I was ready.
50 wives for me, but not for thee, you know? I like that rule. That's funny. That's one of the things I want to be. I want like 6 wives. Where can I go to do that? I want some of them to be men as well. I don't care. I just want friends always. They don't have a choice. They're legally bound to me. I don't even want wives, really. I don't even care if they can have kids and stuff. It's so easy to look at the people who are, you know, entrapped in these types of things, especially in my favorite example of cults, Heaven's Gate.
Applewhite says he is waiting for a sign from the next level, which will tell him when it is time for the group to leave the planet. They check their supply of phenobarbital, a powerful barbiturate, which can cause death when combined with alcohol. They purchased it in Mexico.
How could you be so dumb to fall for that? How could you be so dumb to believe the insane things that your leader is espousing? In the video, it explains that they basically need to make you a blank slate. Choose any colloquialism you want. They need to deprogram you from your beliefs so you can believe what they believe and fill you with their ideology. It's beautiful. You have to renounce your religion, which makes sense. It's a separate system of belief that conflicts with their own. It wouldn't be good. They use scare tactics to make you feel obligated or forced to bend to their will. A good instance of this is depicted in the video. They say that Satan will come to Earth one day and kill every single person that doesn't follow their way of thinking. Now that makes sense, but that doesn't seem realistic. That's a scare tactic. It's to get people to believe or not believe, to get the cattle walking forward into the 12 tribes cult. Now, of course, it was probably phrased in a less ridiculous way and over a longer period of time, but still, it's the same idea, same idea.
Next, they told me that Satan's coming very soon. This is where the scare tactic I mentioned before comes into play. They told me that Satan is going to kill every single person on Earth that doesn't do exactly what they say.
That's going to be the time where...
I mean, that's pretty basic. Oh my God, heavensgate.com still exists? Bro, they have a copyright? Really? By Juvenodi, a student. Excerpt from Extraterrestrials return without final warning. I just don't understand. Like, why don't you get into One Piece? Like, get into One Piece instead. Get into One Piece. Yeah, one guy was released to continue to spread the word. Yeah, one guy didn't kiss just to maintain it, if I recall correctly. Wait, really? That's how they made all their money. They coded and designed websites, lol. Is One Piece your solution to deprogramming call members? No, my point is, if you're gonna read this much, like, why not get into like a fucking long ass anime? You know what I mean? Clearly, you're doing it because you have too much fucking time on your hands. Like, that's what I mean. Just watch anime. It doesn't even have to be One Piece. Like, it's so fucking stupid to just like, imagine reading all this and it's for like a cult that's gonna kill you in the end. Like, that sucks. I'd probably, if I read this much, I probably would end up taking the barbiturates with the fucking alcohol. Like, it blows my mind when people are fascinated with like dumb shit that's not real and stupid and it's not even like entertaining. You know what I mean? And then they put out so much effort, like they're effort posting for some dumb shit.
The mark of the beast is going to come on Earth, and we're going to be stuck for 3.5 years in our farms, and we're going to have to be sustained for 3.5 years in our farms, and growing food, and
This is just brainwashing that the restaurant uses to get free manual labor.
Now, Reckless Ben spent 3 weeks living with this cult, these brainwashing experts. He lived in the communities. He pretended to unlearn his old ways of thinking, and he learned theirs. He also learned that they're insanely racist, which is unexpected.
What happened after that was just a mess. The black people, like, they got taken out of the farm,
Basically, he's telling me that black people can only work as slaves to white people.
Especially in the South, some town that submit themselves, they give themselves to certain all the pluses, you know. Those who stay within the boundaries of lunch.
That is the least cohesive racist I've ever seen. Now, all of that information aside, we now know that the cult is aware of manipulative practices that are used on the people.
The cult leader has every single sermon recorded. There's a guy who left, who got yelled at during a sermon, and it gave him permanent speech impediment from the trauma. These people 100% believed everything. They thought when they died, a spaceship would pick them up. Heaven's Gate is super interesting.
Ben is infiltrated.
I mean, that seems kind of cool.
There's more to it. See the Yellow Deli. After documenting their infiltration of the cult, Reckless Ben in a newer video with his other YouTube buddy Danny, they were put to work at one of the cult's restaurants. Now the cult has restaurants. That seems strange. What about money? There's no money in LLCs though. How's that even possible? Now there's actually quite a few Yellow Delis all across the United States. Very interesting, very interesting, very interesting. I might have to go visit one. Oh crap, there's none in Texas. I guess Texas doesn't have a cult problem. Not yet. Or it used to. Well, won't anymore after I'm done with it. I'm starting a cult. Like I said earlier, this is a cult that focuses a lot on community, and they run all sorts of businesses. People give their possessions to the LLCs.
This group owns the Yellow Deli in Chattanooga and operates from a compound. Fish fans are targeted by their buses, which recruit vulnerable individuals into their cult. Yeah, fish fans are vulnerable. The tea served may contain mushrooms. Gender roles are enforced, and men physically abuse women and children. Avoid their buses. What the fuck? Yellow Deli food near me does slap though. Wait, they make good food? I mean, that's it. I'm sucked in. I'm such a sucker, dude. I'm such a slut for a fucking pastrami sandwich. You know what I mean?
LLCs create farms, they grow produce or whatever else the restaurants and bakeries need to operate, and then the businesses send the money back to the community. Now, if you think about this a little deeper, all these businesses have employees and they're all members of the cult. So if members can't have personal belongings, then there's no reason for them to have money. So
yeah, that way they can't fucking pay the $5 a month subscription necessary to avoid the top of the hour ad break, which comes at the top of every hour. But of course, even if you're a part of the cult and you no longer have $5, you can still use a Twitch Prime. Maybe take the cult leader's Amazon Prime account and connect it to your Twitch account. That way you can avoid the top of the hour ad break. You know what I'm saying? Boom. That's how you do it, baby. That's how you fucking do it. You can also get gifted a sub as well, if you're lucky. Here's the 3-minute ad break now.
Workers or employees of the Yellow Deli are unpaid. Tips, cogs, all of it goes straight to the 12 tribes. Now that seems really, really, really illegal because you're not actually in your own nation. You're in the nation of the United States, all right? And we don't like it when you don't pay your taxes, Mr. Cult. Haven't you ever read about cults, ever? The Denver Post even wrote an article exposing this. Maybe they're just paid in like a sense of pride or something like that instead of wampum. Because money's not that important, you know? It's not that important, but at the same time, it's still illegal, I think. I'm genuinely confused how they've gotten away with not paying their employees because like you can't just take advantage of people to work for you for free. That just isn't how that works. So
wait, Heaven's Gate? I don't know enough about, Your quintessential UFO cult, they popular with a specific type of Nike trainers also, because all the Sui members died in them. Can't remember if those was the shoes specifically. Was it Lil Nas, a rapper, released blood modified version 2? What? The bullets? The silver bullets? Air Max 97s? They popularized the fucking Nike Air Decades? What? Nike Decades were the shoes? Wait. Oh, is that Ane? Is that Kaya? Is she barking? Oh, they go kind of hard. Oh my God, it's on Grailed. Nike Decade 90s cult running shoe. 6,000. Banned Nike Decades 1994 white. What the fuck? Damn, these are kind of dope. I might get that. That's a cult classic, dude.
The way that it does work and the way that they've figured out is that they've made everyone there, everyone a part of the cult, a part of the LLC, a shareholder, if you will. Now, I don't know the exact ins and outs in this, but I am taking notes and I will figure it out for all of my employees. Jokes aside, on top of all the allegations of basically slave labor, there's also allegations of child labor laws, breaking child labor laws and allegations of child abuse. Not good. A source called the CUI has an article written, Yellow Deli restaurant linked to organization accused of child abuse. CUI investigation finds. Now, this is a CUI investigation by the CUI, which I don't know what that is. I've never heard of it. And is it really just child labor, or is it giving into the children's urge to have a yearning for the minds? Is that right? I joke. Sorry. That's not that funny of a joke. Kind of is a funny one. I worked in a mine when I was a kid. Now, after learning all of this and seeing all of Ben's footage, etc., and Danny's footage as well,
now it's time to use their cool loophole against them. So here's the plan. Get a large group of my friends to all get hired by this restaurant, making them actual legal owners of the Yellow Deli. When the next employee meeting happens, we do a group vote to fire all the other employees, which according to their own LLC, you need to win by a majority vote to pass any business decisions. Now that they're all fired, we're the only owners left, which means looks like we own the restaurant now.
Ben and Danny decided to use this loophole against the cult. They found that the business operates on a majority rules, democracy-style management system for all aspects of the business. Since everyone is part owner, there's no one single owner or manager. It's manager-owned, manager-operated. They even talk about how one of the beliefs of the 12 tribes is that thousands of virgins will be coming to them one day. Where have we heard that before? Oh, shit.
So I guess if all my friends knock on their door just pretending to be virgins, they're just gonna think that their prophecy's finally coming true. So check it out. We're entering as the San Diego Virgin Club.
They get them to go to the Yellow Deli and they offer their valuable labor hours, which are then accepted, obviously. And they clean and do a bunch of other various chores around the deli. Extremely helpful. Nice stuff. Very kind of them.
We were interested in like learning more and stuff. Well, if y'all could kind of follow me this way.
The staff of the deli then begin to catch on and ask who sent them.
So these virgin friends of mine told the staff that they met a guy named Rovak.
Let me just call Rovak real quick.
So now they want to call him to verify that these are actual real virgins and not some secret group in disguise trying to infiltrate them.
But they still let them work anyways.
And I guess the guy named Rovak told them that he didn't send a group of virgins here. So now this restaurant's wondering, who sent us a giant group of virgins?
You know Ben and Dan? They used to help out here. You ever met Ben and Dan?
They can't let the massive potential of all these free laborers and potential virgins to go over just a simple possibility that it might be a prank. They were starting to catch on. So now that they had worked a shift, they're not going to be paid, but they have to be paid in some way, which is to be paid with partial ownership. If they don't want to break the labor laws, they've got to do something, right? So the deli holds an employee meeting, at which point the insurgents, the friends of the YouTubers, call a vote to fire all the existing employees.
We're basically all owners, right? Right. Hoorah on 3, 1, 2, 3, hoorah! All right, guys. Anyway, so now that we're all owners, I think that we should probably fire everyone here, right?
I think so.
It's a majority vote.
Yeah.
I feel like there's 15 of us. All in favor of us being owners and nobody else? Yeah. Say aye. Aye.
Nobody could believe
What the
my
fuck?
friends
It's so
had
sick.
just legally overthrown the Yellow Deli restaurant. This wasn't just a proud moment for us.
Oh my god.
This is so much more than that. We're gonna rebrand this place from an evil cult to the best restaurant ever. Let's go.
And they want to rebrand the hateful brand left by
What?
Yellow Deli and the 12 tribes. So in this incredible
Bro, free restaurant. What do you mean? Dude, this one simple trick. Yo, motherfuckers are out here being like, oh, you want to make money? Like, you know, do my cryptocurrency. Meanwhile, these guys are really doing this one simple trick that evil cults hate. Here's how you can get a fucking free restaurant, dude. What the hell? That's so awesome.
moment, Danny and Ben, since they have the majority at the deli, they win, right? Right? I mean, they make
Except what if they come back with more? What if they come back with like 16 people and then they're like, we're going to vote again. We're doing it. We're going to do free labor. I guess they could like vote to not have the free labor involved.
Sense, okay? They show up with all the new branding, which is pretty much just sheets that have been spray painted, and they start trying to hang it up over all the restaurant signs, but then they're confronted by the former employees.
He just got fired, rips down our sign.
That guy doesn't even work here. He's trying to tell us how to do our job.
You guys should take off.
Do you know
I own the place.
You own the place?
We're all owners, aren't we?
At this point, the vibe of the video goes from a kind of quirky, clever manipulation of ambiguous legal terms and turning a cult's own policy against them into a prank video gone wrong. Stabbed, shot. It goes downhill.
And then the cops finally showed up, thank God. Finally, they can deal with this delusional customer and the physical assault that took place.
Cops show up, threaten to arrest Ben, which is understandable because it's a lot of context to understand first. Then they refuse to look at any context or evidence that they have conducting this takeover in a legal manner. It's quite hilarious, honestly.
We come here all the time, right?
Uh-huh.
All the time.
Uh-huh.
Because of 24 hours. The
Yeah.
really good to us here. We like coming here a lot.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen you.
And the police then eventually choose the side of the Yellow Deli staff because
Oh, shocking. Shocked to find out that the cops chose the side of the fucking rabid, weird, racist cult over a bunch of do-gooders who wanted to just simply, do a peaceful revolution. Stoppte. Okay, you got tired. You're the one who got worn out, not her, huh? Active. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Apparently, she's officially worn my mom out and peed everywhere. And got overstimulated and peed in the middle of the living room. And now she feels sad and ashamed and came over here, head down, walked over slowly. But at least he's chilled out. Oh, I spoke too soon.
because they have personal relationship with him. They're in the cult. The cult has full control.
We come here all the time, right?
Uh-huh.
All the time.
Uh-huh.
Because of 24 hours. The
Yeah.
really good to us here. We like coming here a lot.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen you.
Yeah.
This whole story is really interesting to me, and they're going to court over this since they have video evidence of them working there, and they say that in the LLC you can look it up and there's partial ownership to the people that work. I'm excited to see where this goes. They're taking a cult to court because of ambiguous legal terms. I'm excited to see whether or not a judge will just laugh at them or, not like cults. The justice system doesn't like cults that much. To be clear, too, I couldn't find the information on the LLC. I couldn't find that. I looked it up. We couldn't find it. This whole thing is really interesting. Is it cringe? Is it clever? Do we support the attempted takedown of a cult? Do I? I don't really care all that much. As long as they're not...
No, I do. This is awesome. Where did she get all this urine ammunition? Dude, she's full of urine.